What is up, Nexus fam? Get ready to dive headfirst into the hottest gaming news dropping this week. The console wars are heating up, new worlds are unfolding, and some classic vibes are making a comeback. We've got so much to unpack, from dazzling new adventures to surprising updates on games you already love. You do not want to miss what's coming your way, so buckle up and let's get into it. First up, we're exploring a visually stunning adventure that's bringing a unique art style to the forefront. Get ready to be amazed by its intricate design and the journey it promises. Then, we're shifting gears to a genre-defining title that's finally making its way to a new platform, bringing with it a massive free update that's set to redefine the experience. After that, we're revisiting a game that might look familiar, but is packed with unexpected twists and turns. And finally, we're diving deep into how a beloved sandbox classic is performing on the latest hardware, and what that means for your gameplay. Stick around, because this is the PS5 Nexus, and we've got your gaming world covered. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you never miss an update. A visual masterpiece meets old-school charm. This game invites you into a world meticulously crafted from paper, offering a unique and nostalgic experience. Developed by Bandai Namco Singapore and Malaysia, this 3D action platformer, Hirogami, aims to capture the essence of the PS2 era with its whimsical art style and engaging gameplay. You play as Hiro, a ritualistic dancer tasked with saving their world from a spreading purple haze known as the Blight. This blight corrupts the land, its creatures, and even Hiro's ability to transform into different animals. To restore balance, Hiro must journey across the land, reactivating shrines and reclaiming lost powers. The narrative is a straightforward, unlikely hero saves the world tale, serving primarily as a vehicle for the gameplay. The game's pacing is generally good, with short, focused levels that respect the player's time, making it a sweet and gameplay-centric title. The world building, with its Origami-inspired landscapes and mystical music, creates a captivating atmosphere. However, the characters' dialogue often uses modern colloquialisms, which can feel dissonant with the ancient, mystical setting, pulling players out of the immersive experience. The gameplay mechanics are a deliberate nod to the past, featuring a cinematic camera that the player cannot control, which enhances the visual presentation, but can also limit player agency. Controls are not always perfectly responsive, with Hiro's movements sometimes feeling imprecise, leading to a slight drift that can be frustrating. The progression system is simple, and the difficulty can be unforgiving at times, reminiscent of the challenges found in PS2-era games. Hirogami features 3 distinct animal forms: armadillo, frog, and ape, each with unique abilities for platforming and combat. The armadillo rolls for speed and damage, the frog offers enhanced jumping and a shield-breaking spittle, and the ape excels in climbing and powerful melee attacks. Switching between these forms, along with Hiro's human form, is intended to create a dynamic blend of action and platforming. However, the transformation process isn't as seamless as it could be, and there's a lack of clear visual cues for aiming abilities, forcing players to rely on guesswork. This can lead to frustrating moments, especially as the game's difficulty increases. The game also includes side objectives that require near perfection, such as beating levels within strict time limits, maintaining high health, finding all collectibles, or completing stages without taking any damage. When coupled with the sometimes uncooperative controls, these objectives can transform the experience from challenging to downright maddening. Boss battles are designed to introduce new abilities, creating a nice rhythm to combat, but the platforming segments can be more demanding than the boss fights themselves. Despite these criticisms, the game boasts an impressive level of detail and charm. Hiro's animation, separate from the world's frame rate, gives a Leica-like quality to the presentation. The tangible feel of the animal forms and the vibrant, inviting world contribute significantly to its appeal. Ultimately, Hirogami is a game with bold ideas and a unique aesthetic that doesn't quite stick the landing due to execution issues. It strives for a balance between platforming and action, but ends up feeling like a good concept on paper rather than a fully realized experience. The game is set to release on September 3rd, 2025, for PlayStation 5 and PC. Still folding over that one? Well, we've got more news that's sure to unfold some excitement for you. Next up, a beloved genre-inspired game is making its way to PS5 with a massive free update. Diablo meets Vampire Survivors hit finally graces PS5 with major free update. Get ready, PlayStation 5 owners, because a highly anticipated game that blends the addictive loop of Vampire Survivors with the dark, loot-driven action of Diablo is officially heading your way. Chasing Carrots, Halls of Torment, has been a massive hit in Steam's early access since its launch in 2023, quickly becoming a fan-favorite horde survival experience. Now, the developer has confirmed that this gem is making its console debut, and it's bringing a substantial amount of new content with it, including a significant free update. While a precise PS5 release date hasn't been announced yet, Chasing Carrots has assured players that the game will be out soon on consoles. This console port will not only include all the content that has made it a success on PC, but will also feature both free and premium downloadable content. The big news for existing and new players alike is the upcoming Bardcore update, which is completely free. This update promises to add a wealth of new features and content that will further enhance the already compelling gameplay. Although the specifics of the Bardcore update are still unfolding, its name suggests a potential musical or thematic twist, adding another layer of intrigue. Beyond the free content, players will also have the option to purchase the premium DLC titled The Boglands. This expansion is set to significantly broaden the game's scope, introducing over 50 new quests, an entirely new stage to explore, new playable heroes with unique abilities, and a host of new gear and items to discover and equip. The combination of free content and a substantial paid expansion means there will be plenty for players to sink their teeth into. Halls of Torment is described as a horde survival game that boasts a pre-rendered aesthetic reminiscent of late 90s classics, giving it a distinctive visual flair. Players choose their character and descend into the perilous Halls of Torment, where the objective is to survive endless waves of unholy horrors. The core gameplay loop involves strategic movement, ability usage, and gear management to overcome increasingly difficult onslaughts of enemies. The developer has yet to reveal the console pricing for Halls of Torment, but given its success and the amount of content offered, it's expected to be a competitive price point. This release is a significant win for PS5 players who have been looking for a deep, engaging, and replayable action RPG experience with a survival twist. The Bardcore update, in particular, signals the developer's commitment to supporting the game post-launch, ensuring that the console version will be robust and feature-rich from the outset. Thinking about dodging hordes of enemies? Well, we've got another title that might just scratch that itch, but with a very different aesthetic. Next, we're revisiting a game that uses papercraft to tell its story, and we're diving into the details of its gameplay. Papercraft wonder. Hirogami delivers stunning visuals, but lacks gameplay depth. In a gaming landscape often dominated by realistic graphics, the appeal of unique art styles remains strong. Hirogami, a PS5 title from Keikashi Games, stands out with its striking papercraft aesthetic, a visual approach that has seen cult success in the past with titles like Tearaway. This game serves as a welcome reminder of the impact playable paper art can have, offering a slight and breezy experience that is undeniably beautiful. Players step into the shoes of Hiro, a master of origami, on a quest to cleanse their kingdom of a pervasive blight that has weakened the sacred celestial crane. While the setting is grandiose, the overarching narrative is quite simple, focusing on Hiro's journey through his diorama-like overworld. Here, Hiro engages in lighthearted banter with village companions before venturing into distinct stages to combat the blight. The gameplay is primarily an action platformer, with a significant emphasis on the platforming elements. Stages are designed with shifting perspectives and feature light combat against amorphous glitches, and corrupted animal forms, which transform into friendly characters once freed from the blight. Hiro's core mechanic, stemming from his mastery of folding, is the ability to transform into these freed animal forms. Each transformation grants new abilities crucial for both combat and navigating environmental obstacles. The armadillo form allows for swift rolling and damage. The frog provides enhanced jumping and a useful spittle attack to break enemy shields, and the ape offers superior climbing abilities and strong melee for dispatching foes. Hyro can also transform into a sheet of paper for gliding through tight spaces or catching gusts of wind. These transformations are satisfying, enhanced by crisp sound effects that mimic the crumpling of paper. However, the platforming itself can feel somewhat stiff, with the frog form, in particular, exhibiting a heavy and unpredictable feel. Hyro's standard form's double jump also offers minimal extra distance, making precise aerial maneuvers more challenging than they should be. Despite these mechanical quirks, Hirogami remains an accessible and visually sumptuous treat. It's not a lengthy adventure, but the inclusion of collectibles and secret areas, combined with the unlockable abilities, provides ample incentive for players to revisit levels. The game is a fine example of an underutilized aesthetic, and its beautifully styled origami world looks fantastic on the PS5. While the platforming can be a bit unpolished and the variety of challenges isn't extensive, Hirogami is a worthwhile experience for players who prioritize style and visual presentation over deep, complex gameplay mechanics. The game received a score of 7/10. That's a wrap on our paper-fold adventure for now, but don't put away your controller just yet. Next, we're switching gears to see how a legendary sandbox game is performing on the latest console hardware. Minecraft on PS5, optimized performance and seamless crossplay for a classic experience. Minecraft, the enduring sandbox phenomenon, continues to evolve, and its performance on the PlayStation 5 is a topic of significant interest for players. While there isn't a dedicated PS5 edition, in the traditional sense, the console offers a remarkably smooth experience through backward compatibility with the PS4 version, powered by the robust Bedrock engine. This means PS5 players inherit the benefits of the Bedrock edition, most notably its comprehensive crossplay functionality, allowing seamless interaction with players on PC, Xbox, and mobile devices. The PS5's advanced hardware translates into tangible improvements for Minecraft. Players can expect significantly shorter loading times, more stable frame rates, and a reduction in performance hiccups, especially in large, complex worlds. The console's powerful GPU and rapid solid-state drive contribute to faster chunk loading and less stuttering, making exploration and building a much more fluid experience. Even the split-screen multiplayer, often a demanding feature, runs more smoothly on the PS5. Visually, the PS5's support for 4K resolution enhances Minecraft's blocky aesthetic. While the game's core look remains unchanged, higher resolutions make textures and lighting effects appear sharper and clearer, adding a subtle but noticeable polish to the presentation. One of the most compelling aspects of Minecraft on PS5 is its crossplay capability. By linking a Microsoft account to a PlayStation account, players can easily connect with friends regardless of their platform. This is facilitated through shared gamer tags and the ability to join various server types, including private realms or user-hosted servers. For those interested in dedicated multiplayer experiences, the availability of reliable server hosting services is a major plus, ensuring that worlds remain accessible even when the host is offline. However, it's important to note the limitations regarding mods on consoles compared to PC. While PS5 players can access add-ons and content packs through the official Minecraft marketplace, these are not as extensive or flexible as the PC modding scene. Mods that offer complete game overhauls, custom mobs, or complex automation typically remain exclusive to PC. The PS5 experience is therefore a more streamlined, albeit still incredibly rich, version of the Bedrock Edition. From a control perspective, the game is intuitive for returning players. For split-screen sessions, particularly with 4 players, a larger display is recommended to ensure comfortable viewing of each player's perspective. The PS5's hardware capabilities also benefit content creators, with smoother gameplay footage ideal for recording and streaming on platforms like YouTube or Twitch. Storage management is another consideration, as Minecraft worlds can grow substantially over time. Regular backups to cloud storage or external drives are advisable to safeguard progress. In summary, Minecraft runs exceptionally well on the PS5. Players benefit from enhanced performance, sharper visuals, and unparalleled crossplay opportunities. The primary caveat is the limited mod support compared to PC, But for those seeking a smooth, accessible, and highly connected multiplayer experience, the PS5 is an excellent platform. The console's power ensures that Minecraft will remain a viable and enjoyable option for years to come, making the Bedrock Edition the ideal choice for both newcomers and seasoned players. And that brings us to the end of today's Deep Dives. But before you go, let's quickly recap the biggest stories of the week. We'll cover all that and more in our outro. And that's a wrap on another action-packed news cycle. We saw a visually stunning origami adventure with Hirogami that, while beautiful, offered a nostalgic but sometimes frustrating gameplay experience. Then, Halls of Torment is finally heading to PS5, bringing its Diablo-inspired horde survival action and a massive free update. We also checked out how Minecraft runs on PS5, confirming optimized performance and seamless crossplay, though with the usual console mod limitations. Finally, we got a glimpse of what's next for gaming. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to PS5 Nexus for all your gaming news, and ring that notification bell so you never miss a beat. Follow us on all social platforms to stay connected. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.